So, yes, we're going to be taking a nice little detour into a different direction. This channel is taking a little swerve. Do you like your do you like your championship edition?
It is beautiful.
The colors.
It is beautiful. Jeez.
You got the original Street Fighter 2, and then you got the championship edition, yellow and green alternative version going on. Although, and it's funny, because I mean, the most obvious thing to do for me would have been to like make the Versus logo like purple and green as my colors go. Yeah. But I didn't want to just do it I didn't want to do the most obvious thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Take it in a new direction.
Yeah. Like I tried out to do like the most obvious self-serving thing at all times that goes according to expectations of stuff, Just because I love biking doesn't mean I'm going to make the entire lore video about her. In fact, she has nothing to do with the second part of this story. So we ain't going to be talking about biking. We're talking about characters that matter,
You have it.
How you feeling?
I'm not going to lie, pretty nervous.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
Okay, so I was sleeping with my partner last night, and I had like cover problems. I was like, it was hot, too cold, taking it off, taking it on, and I was like, oh man, I'm playing Demon's Soul later. Let's just say I had a very fragmented sleep.
I don't think any level of cover or comfort would have helped your sleep. It might not have. Oh my God. And full. Full admission here, I kind of just handed this to you.
Yeah. And I was like, sure, that sounds great. Okay. And I'm like,
what does this entail?
Oh, what am I getting into? People telling me, you're gonna die, my friend.
So we'll get to that. We'll get to that, because yes, but also there's more to it. Mm-hmm. What you're going to be getting a lot of is I've played through basically all of these games and experienced all of these games on camera, right?
Yeah.
So I basically, like, my entire absorption of this series has been documented,
yeah,
for the world.
Okay.
There's
brave man that you are.
Well, and so like it was a long learning curve that like took a while to fully get, and I still don't fully get it, but I get enough of it to feel like this can be successful and interesting. But what you're gonna get a whole lot of is to you, this is new journey, fresh thing, fresh start, right? To me, it is also a new thing, fresh journey, fresh start. To a lot of people who are tuning in right now, this is part 6 of an ongoing thing.
I'm sure.
It shouldn't be. This is not the continuation of Best Friends Play Demon's Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, etc. However, it is going to be that, because that's the breadth of what it is,
cool.
The energy of a lot of what was established, in previous LPs and stuff, is going to come in.
It's going to permeate,
and it's going to fly over your head in a lot of cases, and it'll be what it is, because a lot of that has been set. And you can yell, yes, it is, but I'm telling you it's not. This is a different channel. These are different people. These are different circumstances. It's not the same thing. I don't care. So that being said, I think you have the tool set based on your ability to compete against people and assess a situation and figure out what to do.
Yeah.
I think you have the tool set that'll lead to you being able to, be victorious, have some fun. And it's going to be good.
Get good.
It's going to be good. Hold on a minute. Did I just see a... Woo!
Oh my god. Chirithi, check trap. All these fools are here.
Oh, we got Montreal in the building. What's up? Reggie's boys are here to
Vous avez rien de mieux à faire?
Reggie's boys are here to watch.
Oh
What's
my
up,
God.
MTL? What's up to the crew? Chirithi, check trap. All of y'all, get in here. They got it because they know what the game is.
Yeah.
So you gotta, they gotta see it. They gotta see it, and they deserve to see it. So that's awesome. I am happy to see y'all. Welcome, bienvenue.
What's happening?
Yep, it's going down. You know they're sitting behind their screen and just gonna hit him with the pa-ka-pa.
I got this. I got this.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's start rolling.
Okay.
Let's start rolling.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
On the first day.
Man was granted a soul, and with it, clarity. On the second day.
Upon the earth was planted an irrevocable poison. A soul-devouring demon.
Oh. Oh. Is that gonna be me? Am I gonna look this cool?
Cute.
Am I gonna be Mr. Dark Souls?
By the end, this is not Dark Souls.
Mr. Demon Soul.
Reggie, by the end, this is gonna be you. But maybe not just yet.
Get up, get up.
Oh, what? Co-op buddies. This is more like it.
Oh, that was massive. What was that flying in the sky?
Don't worry about it.
What the? Oh, that's pretty big too.
Hey, do you think that guy looks strong? He seems pretty strong. He seems pretty strong. Hey, Demon Soul.
Serious.
All right. Press that any button.
Here we go.
All right. So, you're gonna want to go right there.
Right.
That's all fine.
That's all fine.
That's all fine.
I shouldn't
Everything's
look
there.
at it?
Go to controller to get a little glimpse of what's going on here.
And can I select this?
Yeah, you can. So this is your first any kind of Souls game.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Indeed.
All right.
First time.
First time. Welcome, Cherry Boy. I think it's going to be okay. Like I said to you a little bit earlier, this is the remake of the first game in what becomes like the Soul series in a way. So
Okay.
it's very different from Dark Souls and Bloodborne in a lot of specific ways. I came in starting at Dark Souls 2, so like I said, it's like this is your Street Fighter 2 to start with, and
Okay.
then things logically progress into Alpha, and then you get your third strike later on, type of thing.
Oh boy.
Me starting on 2 is like starting at like Darkstalkers. It's the weird side place to come into the thing, but you're gonna be okay. You've said that you've heard a couple things about this game. What have you heard?
I've heard that it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
People told me I will die a lot. I have heard that you have to take your time, and it is unforgiving.
Okay.
Basically, nothing to help me.
Yeah, okay. So while those things are true, it is also overstated, like how crazy fucking impossible. Oh my god, it's not.
Okay.
It's very doable, but you just have to get used to the swing of like what it's kind of asking you to do, because it does things a little differently from most games that just give you a sword and say go and swing it, you know?
Yeah.
So like you're gonna get the pacing of it, and like whether it's through trial and error or intuition, we'll figure it out. I have gone through this remake. I've gone through the original as well. I'm not someone that's I haven't done every like extra event, or like there's a lot of things that are like only completable under special circumstances.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I haven't done those, but I have done like the main run, and yeah, I can give you you know some slight hip guiding, but I don't want to guide you too much.
Yeah, of course. You want to let me stumble a bit, try to
I want to let you
walk like a baby.
But not just that, but also because it's not just about like letting you stumble it through in terms of your tactics and your abilities. It's also like how you want to play. The fun thing about these games is they let you build out a character in a ton of different ways, and this game in particular lets you go almost anywhere in a lot of places. It lets you pick a lot of choices for how you want to spread out. You want to just back out of
any subs, or
they're on. They're already on. You want to back out of here. Right. Yeah. So it lets you choose a lot of things, pathways for your character, pathways for your weapons, and pathways for your progression.
Okay.
You know, almost it's an open sort
open
of
world.
It's not open world, but it's more open than a lot of other games would be.
Okay.
You know, by comparison. So
sure.
Let's do it.
Ho ho. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I can choose my body type. Oh, I have to customize.
Yes. Body type A, more feminine. Body type B, more masculine. In the old games, it was basically like, you know, man or woman, and like they've now been renamed to type A or B. So
I have to pick a name.
You do have to pick a name.
Ooh, what should be my name?
My character name in this is WoolieVersus. It's you know, like I always thought, because it's a fantasy setting, like going with an old sounding version of my name throughout the the years has been a fun thing to do. That's always been great. I know that I've called you Reginald, but I know you're not a fan of being called Reginald, so do your thing. Whatever you want to be called, it is up to you, sir.
Yeah, I need to give it like some kind of like weird D&D ending, like Regarth.
Regarth.
Yo, let's fucking go.
Regarth or Regarth?
Regarth.
Regarth. I like it.
Oh, would it need a last name?
I like it. It's strong.
No last name.
It's strong.
I don't know my parents.
It's a powerful name.
Let's go.
Okay.
Classes.
All right. So here's the first little like stop and explain, right? Because there's going to be a couple moments of this, right? So you have a couple different classes you can choose from to start you out, and each one comes with, if you go scroll down them, you have different soul levels for each class, and then a different set of stats.
Yes.
Right. The thing about these games is
different
that
items too, I guess.
Different items too, exactly. Different weapons, different everything. So these games are going to have lots of stats to manage, and depending on what kind of actions you want to do, what kind of character you want to be, those stats matter a lot.
Right.
And because this is the first game, there's not as much freedom to make mistakes and correct them.
I see.
You know, like later on, they let you find ways to undo your decisions and redistribute your numbers. But in this game, it takes a lot of work to do that. You know?
So don't mess up.
Well, it's more like we'll try to avoid it, because to fix it, it'll take time. So like we're trying to not avoid that, you know, like the to have to fix it. So you basically do have to kind of, you know, have an idea in mind and go with it, right? That's the smartest thing to do. So first I'll start with this. Okay. The soul level is literally like your experience level. It's how, you know, it's strong your character is.
Okay.
Right. You can literally choose a higher level character or a lower level character, and by starting out at an earlier level, that means you're going to have to do more to catch back up with what's advanced. But like the amount it's going to cost you to buy each level will not change by the time you catch back up. So essentially, if you're at 6 here and then you were at 4 and you get back up to this 6th level, then it's going to be, every level costs every level costs more and more and more to move up by 1 each time, right? The cost is going to increase over time. So you can choose whatever kind of style you want to go with. People tend to have recommendations for beginners. There's a couple different ways you can go about it, but what you kind of want to understand is what those numbers are.
Yeah.
Right?
So vitality, intelligence, endurance, strength, dexterity, magic, faith, and luck.
Vitality is your life bar. It's straight up just how much life you have.
Okay.
The bigger that number, the longer it will be on the screen
for me to die.
Yes. The more hits you can take, etc. Intelligence will increase the amount of spells or miracles you've memorized.
Okay.
So it gives you extra slots for magic or spells.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Endurance is extremely important. It is how much stamina you have.
Okay, I've seen that bar.
Yes. It is also how much equipment you can wear, how heavy it can be, and how many items you can carry. So your endurance is a whole lot in one, and it's extremely important.
Okay.
It'll manage a lot of what you're going to be able to do, but we'll come back to it. Strength is exactly what it sounds like.
Okay.
Right? But more than just being how hard you hit things, it's actually there are weapons that require that number to be a certain level for you to use that weapon.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. And then there are weapons that not only have that requirement, but they'll be like, they give you a bonus depending on how high that number is. So there's scaling, essentially.
Wow.
So you can have a weapon that has like the strength number, the requirement to use it is this number, but it also has a rating of how it scales with that stat for extra. So if you have a character that's all about strength, this is a really good weapon for you, type of thing.
All right.
Dexterity is the same kind of idea with different types of weapons. So something that's a big, heavy sword is going to be obviously more of a strength weapon.
True.
But something that is more of a dex weapon would be, for example, a katana. Right? It's faster. Exactly.
More maneuverability.
Literally more dexterous. You can get more swings out of it. And in the same way, like you can have a weapon that requires a high dexterity, and a weapon can have dexterity scaling, and that it'll get stronger depending on how high your dex number is.
Okay.
Bows and arrows also use dex. And then sometimes there's weapons that use both. So it's just there's a large variety. If you ever need me to repeat anything, just let me know.
Oh, that's fine. It's pretty straightforward up to now.
Okay. So then you get to your magic, and that's again exactly what it sounds like. This is your ability to cast spells. You don't need to ever cast spells in this game, but you can play a magic user that does. Like you can play it in a lot of different ways, but if you are a magic user, it's going to be you're gonna essentially have how hard you're gonna hit when you use your magic, or how good your magic abilities are gonna be.
Okay.
Faith is a lot like magic, except it's based on belief in God, and it's casting miracles instead of spells. Yeah,
I don't believe in miracles.
Okay, but either way, like their miracles too are like a form of magic you're casting, and
Okay.
But it's if you were like going through the game as like someone like a holy warrior, you can be someone that has like high faith, and like most of what you're casting are miracles, or a magic user will go through casting spells, and both are effective at doing what you need to do,
Sure.
And then there's luck, which affects how often certain things drop off of bodies. And
are there critical hits in this game and stuff?
There's no critical hits. It's not there are. So you're gonna like this. There's no critical hits, but there is tipping, with there's a sweet spot.
Oh, okay.
On weapons.
Oh, okay.
So weapons that you hit with, if you hit with the sweet spot, you get bonus damage.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Luck, like I said, it affects how often things drop, and pretty much that's about it, with the exception of like certain weapons that actually are affected by your luck stat. There's like weird obscure things with that. There's like, oh yeah, that sword, like if you have high luck, it's really strong.
Okay.
But beyond that, that's pretty much all it does.
Okay.
You know? So those are what your stats are going to be about. And then ultimately what you're seeing there is, of course, you've got your different styles of character, and each one has, you know, different abilities and item loadouts that they come with, and we'll kind of walk through them. So like you can kind of like lean in a certain direction. What's generally recommended as far as like, you know, places you can start are you can there's playing.
There are probably some characters that are tankier and will allow me to make like more mistakes, but if I take like royalty and I get hit, then I get bodied probably.
So royalty is actually it's a bit different actually. Royalty allows you it's recommended for some people, but like it makes things a bit easier because you start with the ability to cast magic.
Ah, okay, yeah, 50 magic there.
You know, and it starts with, you know, that, but like if you want to be a magic user, that's a route you can go.
Okay.
Generally speaking, there's a lot of ideas that exist in the community about like how these games should be played and things like that. I don't want to impose too much of that on you.
That's fair.
Right? But I was
told that some people do naked builds. They just go around because they're too good.
People do naked builds. It can be a thing if you're good enough to dodge and not get touched, then it doesn't matter.
That's not going to happen.
The one thing about it with magic though is that like magic allows you to like stand back safely in a lot of cases and like kind of just pick people off and do things in a way where the game might not be designed to handle that strongly. So bosses that don't necessarily have the ability to deal with like you from that distance end up becoming easier, and like being in things' faces makes the game more of a challenge. So that's why in general people are less about magic. Then again, you can also use magic to make your sword stronger. You can use magic not just to...
Oh, you can buff your... Okay.
You can use magic... Like, so I played a character that's a spell sword that's essentially casting, you know, abilities onto my weapons, for example. Okay. So that's a couple of examples, you know? But, like, what kind of feeling of a individual would you like to...
I was interested by the Thief, just because I think that's a cool class. The soul level is very high. The luck is high. But the strength, though, I would have to be. It's on the lower side, though.
And I mean that's a route you can go with. There's a way to like to play through that. Now, do you kind of like? There's different types of weapons, and like depending on what you kind of pick up and what you find, you can kind of like lean. You can kind of pick something up and go, oh, this is interesting. I want to lean towards this. But like, in general, you like the idea of like thieving, because it's not gonna reflect necessarily your ability to say like pickpocket anybody or something like that. Okay. Like, that's not really a thing.
I assume that like I can sneak up on enemies and something.
There's rings that allow you to quietly pass through areas, but like you're still fighting everything in the way. You're not stealthing.
Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily lean you in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep in mind that it's like it's not the like it sounds like it's thief. It's less of that in a way, you know. The class names are kind of just names more so. It's like it's the numbers are what matter more.
Yeah, either I'm thinking soldier, knight, or thief.
Okay.
Wanderer was also interesting.
So generally recommended like beginner classes are knight, priest, or royalty for like in terms of just like how
balanced they are.
Yeah, and like how much of it like difficulty balance against like, you know, learning things for the first time.
What's up with the Wanderer?
Well, high luck above other stats and high dex right there. I'd say based on the fact that there's a bunch put into luck there, it's almost like why if I were building out a character, I wouldn't have wanted to put that much into luck, because There's, you know what I mean?
Thief has 15, but he's level 9 though.
Yeah, it's like it's a weird stat to put that much effort on, and like you'd want to put those numbers for in other places. That's how I'd feel, you know. But like, it's a feel. So,
and this is a big shield. I assume that the shields will change as we progress.
They
will
will
get bigger ones.
And to carry heavier shields or better shields or you know such, like if you want like a big weighty thing, then again that's gonna matter with your endurance. It's gonna matter with your strength. If you want something fast, or if you want just like a buckler, or even like there's like a parrying knife, for example, that's just like it does nothing but parry. You know, like you can go that route too. So there's a lot of freedom here. But
you know what? I think I'm gonna take the Wanderer. Was that one of the? No, you said
the
easy startups were royalty.
The easiest starts would be knight, royalty, or priest. But yeah, and you can build it out however you want. Like if you like thief, if you like wanderer, we can do that.
I like wandering.
Okay.
If I had the freedom to wander the world, I would.
Okay. All right.
So, what is that square button ENV at the bottom left?
Environment.
Oh, so I can
changes the background.
Oh. All right. Here we go. Starting gift.
Okay. You are gonna get a couple of different. You can choose this existed in the later games. Okay. They kind of re-added. This is a new thing for the remake here, but essentially you have a couple of different items you can choose to start with. There's one that is better than the others.
Okay.
That I can recommend, but if you want to go with it any other way, or if you just want to feel out what leans towards you.
So recovers some HP over time, increases the rate of stamina, recovers MP over time, raises item discovery. Poison throwing weapon, oil cask, large flame when thrown. Bait for the soul stars. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so you put that down and it draws attention.
Okay.
From enemies.
All right. And fire hour.
Now, the thing about them is that they're all consumable items that you use once and then they go away.
I would get the providential ring.
Except for the ring.
Because then I could find more shit.
The ring you wear and it stays on you. Yeah, so that's a pretty solid. So,
what is this about? Should I select one of these?
Yeah, so you want to basically go in and start changing your character appearance.
In the foundation and appearance?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, saved creations, I guess it's just like pre-existing builds, but let's take a look. So that's the type again, type A or B.
No. Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Weapon down.
Okay.
Nonchalant. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go with F.
Okay.
F it is. Appearance.
This game's character creator used to be so bad. It's amazing how far it's come. It's come quite a way.
So many.
So what you can do is you can start with a preset and then fine tune it. That might help you like get something that you like faster.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's see what we have here. Oh.
Yeah. So they kind of just throw you a.
Cat! Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's badass.
How do you like when you make characters in games? What do you tend to do?
I usually like. I don't make them. Let me reframe that entirely. Actually, I haven't played recent games that have good character creation enough to make myself look realistic in the game.
Okay.
So
you just go for whatever.
So I just go for
whatever
something that looks cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I could give myself silky hair?
You can give yourself anything you want.
Well, might as well get what I don't have.
There are a couple things a couple forms of armor in the game that are restricted by type, but type A or type B. But otherwise, appearance-wise, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Also, you can wear your helmet, or you can leave your helmet like invisible, so you can always see your face if you want.
Okay,
so it's up. That's up to you too. Are you going with the?
Are these stones?
You going with the soul glow?
Just let it shine.
Damn.
Through, yeah. Wait. I don't know if this is in stones or.
No, I mean it's how thick your character is, basically. You know.
Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thick boys. Face. Oh my god, so many faces.
Yeah, and again, you're gonna get to fine tune, right? So. The structure.
Oh my god.
Jaw.
Whoa.
Or up top. So
let's start with the jaw. Maybe this. And then the face.
I can't believe your dude is gonna be spraying that hair down.
Let's go
at the as he's resting.
I can't get hair like that.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Fat head.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Hi. Oh yeah, that jaw doesn't work anymore. Maybe this one. You have to help me.
I mean, to be honest, like, yeah, you could. Are you seeing the differences? It's slight, but it's there. You know, you can fine tune. Or you know
what? I look like I'm a Jackson.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yo, let's go. Regath Jackson.
Let's see the brow.
Don't stop till you get enough.
You can go like thick, bushy, thin. Always constantly pissed off, resting bitch face.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good.
Okay. That tucks the ridge in a little bit or out. Gives you more or less of a Cro-Magnon. Oh, you're going full tilted ridge? Okay.
Yeah, look. Oh.
Hey, do you... I think we had this conversation about eye color before, right?
What about it?
Like, in terms of noticing it versus, like...
Oh, no, I don't.
You don't, right?
I don't.
So, I remember when, like, Pat was really indignant about it one time. I remember, like, Liam was really indignant about it one time. I remember, like, a bunch of people were like, dude, like, eye color, what the fuck? How is that not a big deal? I'm like, because everyone in my family and everyone I know had the same eye color. We don't care.
Yeah.
And I think it might be a culture thing of, like, if everyone has the same hair and eye color, it becomes a feature that matters infinitely less.
Absolutely.
There's no variety here, so I don't pay attention to it. I don't care what your eyes are. And if you asked me what they were, I couldn't remember to tell you. You know? It's definitely a white people thing or a cultural thing. Yeah.
The only time I did an effort to, like, look at someone's eyes is when I was, like, flirting with someone.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
By all means.
And I forget 5 seconds later.
But I was surrounded by people that were going, what the fuck? To me going, I don't notice that. So I appreciate that, like, I'm not the only one. It feels nice to not be like, what?
Okay. Let me, have I ever told you about that time I went to see, the sleep clinic specialist? And he was like, well, you're going to need a bigger nose cover because of your
wide nose,
quote unquote, negroid traits.
There you go.
And I just did the
wow.
The I mean, just like
in French.
Yeah. And I was like, it was like, well, you know what I mean. I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean. That's fine. Let's just move on.
How did he phrase it in French?
Avec vous avez des traits un peu négroïdes.
Negroid.
And I was like, huh.
Wow.
A silent huh, but still, he saw it on my face. He saw the on my face.
Oh yeah. Totally. Uh-huh.
Woof. All right.
Yeah, we got white noses.
Got thick lips. Ladies love them. Yeah.
All right.
Thick
I think Twitch is okay with that word. I think it's a fine
Hey,
descriptor. It's accurate.
It was anyway.
All right,
let's just move on.
All right,
it's making anyone uncomfortable.
All right, you got your jaw set. Yeah, I think you picked up. This is further fine tuning.
Yeah, okay.
You've already picked it out. Again, like this went from super bare bones to now being like hyper detailed. You know, but again, since you're not like trying to make your face specifically, it's just whatever you're striking your fancy there.
Yeah, I want something silky smooth.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. Full like fucking bleaboo. I had a
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Permed. Fucking
I would use soul glow if I could.
You would perm?
I would perm once in a while.
Wow.
Just so I could put my hands through my hair and go
As someone who has permed, I would not perm again.
No? How bad is it to perm?
I've done it before. I will not do it again. I'm very happy with what I got. Wow, that is not what I expected, but everything's valid. You like them straights, huh? You like them straight strands. Nothing curly going on.
Once in a while, it's always greener on the other side of the fence, right? You always want what you don't have. And I don't say that I want it permanently. I would just like have the option to do.
I wanted long hair, so I grew dreads.
There you go.
Yeah,
kind of like Jimmy and his glasses, you know.
There you go.
It's all about what you want.
Facial hair.
Yeah, I want it to stay.
Yeah, you got a couple ways to play it.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like that beard.
I'm wondering if I should put some on top.
Your call on the age. And how gray you want it.
Yeah, okay. Let's go all around like this. Don't touch this. And then let's fill up the top.
It's coming together.
And then...
Nice.
Yo!
Nice.
Oh, look at this guy.
Nice.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, all right.
Yo, I am the wanderer.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Okay,
I dig it.
Some decals.
I dig it.
Oh yeah, I got a pink lip.
Oh yeah, so basically lipstick and facial details are all included in that, and then like underneath it there's like scars and like actual
blemishes.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go look at the scars and blemishes.
Some are much more obvious than others. Little beauty mark there.
Yeah.
Marilyn
I might put
Monroe.
that one.
Or you got the tribal looks.
Yep.
Beauty mark.
Just like daddy.
Okay.
And
Papa Shango.
that's too much.
Kamala.
That's too much.
Yeah.
All right. This is it.
Clean.
This is it.
Well kept.
So save the current character creation.
I think once you finalize, you're good. You're done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do that then. I won't save it here.
Nope. Just finalize.
Here we go.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the Royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land. But none have returned. Pure of the Twin Fangs. Yurt the Silent Chief. Saint Urbane. Scurva the Wanderer.
Sure thing.
The Sixth Saint Astraea with her night Garl Vinland.
That's a good one, too.
And Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Oh, has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Yes.
Would you like to play the journey to the next?
That's the tutorial. So, a whole lot of names, a whole lot of setting, establishing.
That's going to be a lot of lore in this game.
A whole lot of lore.
Who fears not death.
Don't worry too hard about it. You'll have time.
I shall guide you to the fissure. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Ooh.
And you're in. So.
Okay, so shield, parry, attack. Whoa, don't hit the wall. That's a big attack.
You do have durability on your weapons that they do break after a while, but don't worry about it. It's that little red meter on the side there.
Okay.
So let's break down what you're looking at. Up top left, you got life bar.
On red.
Magic, and then
Stamina.
stamina. Exactly.
What about that little exclamation mark?
Okay, so that is the ring you're wearing.
Aha.
And then if you walk forward, stuff's going to happen. So I'm just going to... it's better to break this down while stuff's not happening.
Cool.
Also, these games, very important I'll establish from right now, they don't pause. They go. They're not like, if you need a breather, you're not supposed to get one.
Okay.
Right? There's a way to take photos, but never mind that. You're not supposed to get a breather. Everything is happening live. So if you ever have a moment of like,
Oh no.
if you ever have a moment of like, oh fuck, it's like, no, you're in it, right?
Okay,
So that's what. So the best and safest way to do things, to have like these moments, is to literally stop what you're doing, stand still, and like figure it out, right?
Okay.
So right now, you pulled up the. break.
Yeah, there was a message, and then there's a help.
Oh yeah,
here.
little help menu to break things down. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have messages dropped on the ground like that have tips. The game puts the messages down, but they look the same as player left messages.
Okay.
So it's like it's teaching you both at the same time in a way, right? But we just to go back to your like screen here, so that icon under your stamina is the ring you have. If you have 2 ring slots,
Yes.
and like each will have a little indicator there for whatever you're wearing, right?
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Do you know what everything else is? Like, so the up top. Okay.
The top circle to
Kill
the left
that
of-
thing.
Whoa.
You need. Yeah. All right. Stand still while we break down what's going on.
Okay.
Because the game's gonna start.
All right.
All right. Once you know what everything is, like, yeah. So check it out. You got the orb next to your life there is your tendency, right? This game has a very convoluted system of like world tendency and character tendency, and it's not very straightforward, but I'm going to do my best to kind of like guide you down what the what you can do with it and stuff,
Okay.
right? For now, we'll break it down a little bit further as when you get past this. But for now, like, kind of just ignore that. You've got your sword. You've got 2 attacks.
Yeah,
right?
there is
Yeah.
R1, which is
light,
regular, and
uses-
then R2 is a heavy.
Uses more stamina,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Chill.
Once you actually run out of stamina, which you should do that, like use up your stamina. You got your roll. You can
Yep.
roll in 8 directions, right? And then it's going to
Out
take
of stamina, I can't do anything.
You can't do anything. You're just going to take a while to come back, right? There's a little pause. Now here's the thing: if you don't use the whole thing up, if you stop before it's fully up, it comes back a bit faster.
Oh, but when it reaches the end,
It pauses. It stalls out.
Okay.
Right? That's going to be the difference between life and death in some circumstances. Okay?
Okay.
Shield button. Right? You got shield. That's going to do is essentially reduce your damage by whatever the shield stat is. You know?
I'm still gonna take some damage.
Depends on the shield.
Oh, okay.
Some shields are better than others.
Right.
A good shield will stop all damage. A not great shield will stop some damage.
Okay.
You know? It depends on what kind of damage too. Fire, magic, these are different.
Yeah, I can
Right.
stop a dragon with this.
Now, the thing about shields is what it will do is it'll take from your stamina every time you take a hit.
Okay.
And then if you take a bunch of hits, you can empty your stamina all just trying to block. And then you
Okay.
can't move or roll or do anything.
Oh no!
So you can't
No!
rely too heavily on it because it'll stop damage, but then you get less actions.
This is Marvel. Don't block.
You gotta be careful. with
Block
that.
and then get out of there.
When you hold your shield up, right, it recovers slower as well. So roll a bunch, spend all that stamina, or swing your sword, do whatever. Now hold your shield up. Look at that.
Right. Okay.
Not great.
Oh yeah.
Put it down. There it is.
And I can put it away.
Yes, I was going to get to the D-pad next.
Oh.
So the D-pad is going to be how you set your equipment and how you change items.
Yeah.
Right?
So I can change weapons here.
Exactly. So right now you have those 2, and you've got a shield as well. Down on the D-pad is going to cycle through your quick bar of items. Right? So you've got some
It's
sharpening stone,
crescent.
crescent moon grass. So crescent moon grass is your basic healing item.
Mm-hmm.
It heals a little bit of life. Sharpening stone is when your sword gets dull, you use it to sharpen it up.
Okay.
I think. Did you press up at any point?
I think that's the magic.
No, you did. Yeah, you didn't. Okay.
But there's no magic.
So with that whole, to see what you're actually cycling through on left and right and stuff like that, if you pause the game, this is your screen.
I see.
This is, you know what I mean, like your
Weapons.
equipment, right? So you can equip extra things. You can put, you know,
I can put 2 weapons.
you can put 2 weapons. You can put a dagger in your opposite hand if you want to not block and be swinging with both. You can do that. This is also where the game doesn't pause when you're looking at this menu.
So if there's something outside,
It will fuck you up.
oh my god.
So that's what you gotta. Step 1, safety. Make sure you're safe. Step 2, pause and look
This
at what
is
you gotta
wild.
do. Right? So what's interesting is if you go into, for example, that sword menu. If you click right here, you can see all the weapons, your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
While you're on this screen, you can see what a weapon is about and how what its stats are by pressing square. So this breaks down exactly what you're looking at.
Right.
Right. This falchion, right? It's got a physical attack of 85, and a magic attack of 0, fire attack of 0, right?
Yep.
And then down below you can see additional effects, right? The first one is bleeding. The second one is poison. The third one is plague.
Oh.
And I forget. Oh shit! What's the 4th one? Damn it.
It doesn't say it in the resistance, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's a backstab bonus. Okay, there we go. So you're going to get introduced to that in a second, right?
Okay.
And then underneath that, you have the scaling I mentioned, where you have a scaling of E. On the first one is strength there.
Okay.
The second one is dexterity. and then after that is magic, which is the whitish icon, and then after that's faith. But again, we'll remind and revisit this stuff. It's because
it's gonna happen.
It's a lot to take in
for
now,
sure.
you know. So yeah, that's kind of just an introduction to sort of like what a stat screen will look like. Press square one more time.
Square.
You'll get a description of whatever item you're holding here.
Okay.
Right? The cool thing about this area, about this part of the whatever, is some items will have story on them. They'll have the lore of what they are.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of stuff in these games that is told only through the item description and not in the actual game itself. It happens a lot more in the later games, don't worry about it, but in this game there are moments where like the only way to find something out by picking up a weapon is by reading about its description. You know, so that's always a cool thing to check.
Okay.
So that's just to get you used to what that looks like, right? If you can back out of this. You can do the same for like your clothing that you have there, right? There's, you know, it's a similar kind of screen for just like equipping your clothes,
Right.
And if you back out of this, there's the rings down there. So you're wearing the Providential ring. Simple design, raises chance of item discovery. Once it was prized possession of a merchant, he bet his life on the hope of greater riches. So some sad motherfucker doesn't own this ring anymore.
Mine.
But you got it. All right.
Good.
So yeah, that's just to get you used to what you're looking at here, and then of course you see your stats that you're familiar with, and then what you're gonna want to do. Okay, yeah, you got crescent moongrass, exactly. Slight amount of HP.
Okay.
Right. Just eat a little bit of that weed. Get a little weeded up.
Okay.
Take a little walk around the block, you know, and then you got the sharpening. So back out of this, the last thing I'm going to talk about for now is the most important thing in the entire fucking video game.
Okay.
Your souls. So souls. Right there, you have your soul level. That's your... do you see what I'm talking about? Top right?
There's 2 souls, yeah.
And then there's souls required. There's souls required for your next level up. Souls are currency. There's no money in the game.
I heard something about this.
There are only souls.
If you die, you have to go pick them back up.
You're going to lose your souls, all of them. Yeah.
That disgust grunt.
Souls are currency. Every time you kill something, you gain souls from it, right? And different things have different amounts of souls in them.
Okay.
Generally speaking, the kind of lore idea in a way is like something that killed a lot of other things got a lot of souls in it. So when you kill that thing, you get all those souls.
Okay.
And we are in a soul-voring economy, essentially. When you die, your souls drop to the ground, and you cannot. And you're when you restart from the checkpoint, you have to go get them to not lose them forever. Souls are how you buy items.
Okay.
Souls are how you upgrade items. Souls are how you make your character stronger.
Oh my
It's
God.
how you buy stats. It's how you improve. Souls are the entire currency of the game.
So you need to spend them wisely.
Yes, and you also want to waste as few as possible. So this is the thing to keep in mind.
Okay.
All right. We'll get into it a little bit more later, but you just want to take notice of your equip burden.
Yep, I saw that.
There. So right now, all you need to know about that is you're at 29% based on what you're wearing, and that means that you can roll pretty good. You're doing your nice little roll there. If that percent ever goes above 50, then your roll is going to become slower and fatter.
Okay.
It's going to be a fat roll.
Okay.
If it ever goes above 100, you cannot roll at all. In fact, you can't even...
Can't roll.
You can't run or...
That will never happen, Wooly. That will never happen.
You can do a build that's based around being fat if you want. There's ways to make it so that you just take all the damage. But yeah, being able to roll is pretty fucking good. And in fact, the nice thing about rolling, if you want to get back to gameplay for a second there, is that when you roll, a whole section of the middle of that is iframes.
Yeah.
So rolling is the best if your timing rules. And if your timing is not as great, then you have blocking. But you never need to block if you have a perfectly timed roll.
Yeah.
Right? So there's that to keep in mind. Yeah, you have the shield button, and then that right one,
The parry.
fucking parry, baby. And it'll teach you. It'll teach you. There's one more move you can do, and it's forward plus R1 at the same time.
Forward plus R1. Forward plus R1 or R2?
R1? RR1. R.
This one.
That's L.
Oh, might be.
There you go. So it is a way to open up guards.
Oh, okay.
So you have a parry button to parry an attack, and if they're blocking, you have a guard break. And that is your offense defense.
parry.
Yeah.
Guard break. But it is slower, though.
Yeah. The different weapons have different things. So some shields don't have the same type of parry. Some swords don't have that same type of guard break. It's weapon specific. But in general, that's what the mechanic is, right?
Okay.
By the way, if you press the roll button without actually moving in a direction,
Oh,
you backstep,
okay. That is good.
right? And if you
Are there iframes on this?
there aren't,
Okay.
but press an attack during it. There are
Okay.
unique attacks out of a backstep and unique attacks out of a roll.
And
Yeah. And these change with the weapons as well.
all right.
Right? So there's some cool stuff you can do, and the game lets you buffer it all in. So like you can roll and like queue up an R1 attack, and it'll come out at the end. And the game
Yeah.
buffers.
Like there, I'm pressing roll into backstep.
yeah, roll. Do a roll into put your shield away. Like
Yep.
it buffers everything.
All right.
Right.
What is this?
Yeah, oh, that is another player who's online right now. That's that's the ghost of someone else who's playing. That's another person having their own adventure.
Okay.
You're going to see a lot of those.
Oh my god.
It's great. So go forward. Go forward for now. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Adventure time. Read message. Direction. Oh, I can sprint.
You can sprint.
And then if I attack,
Oh,
there was something out of sprint, right?
one other thing. Yeah, you can do running attacks as well, right? Like as you saw, so you can just do that. Press the triangle button. You can two-hand weapons.
Oh.
This is super cool. If back up so that you're safe right now. Just get away from whatever's going on. Yep, good. So blocking with a sword is not great because swords don't have great defensive. Some are better than others, but what you do is when you two-hand, you are doing 50% more damage,
Okay.
right?
But you have to dodge properly.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Blocking goes away.
Yeah.
Glass cannon mode activated, right?
And there's no parry.
So you basically get a not necessarily 50% more damage. Excuse me. You get a stat increase of 50%.
Okay.
So that's actually different. It's not 50% more damage. It's that you can theoretically like hold a weapon that's heavier than you should be able to hold in one hand with both your hands.
Okay.
So you can do more. You will do more damage with like your regular weapon holding it that way, but because your stats increase by 50%. Or if something's otherwise you're not able to carry it with one hand, you can do it with two. So that's a more accurate way of describing that. Yeah.
And that is a lot more stamina used with two hands.
But it's fucking get good mode.
Cool.
Right? So that's the world you're entering.
All right.
A world of choices. All right. A lot of that, if you don't remember it, it's okay.
I'll learn in time.
You will learn in time. Yeah. Just getting used to
Guard.
seeing it.
Anything else you want to say about guarding?
No. Go ahead and use it.
Cannot perform this action with no stamina. Yeah, that's fine. And now we're exploring. It's dark. I hope there's nothing hiding in the dark.
There's always something hiding in the dark, Reggie.
Oh my god.
The camera, by the way.
Oh my god. I'm okay. Oh my god, I came out of nowhere.
So the camera, you can control it entirely. It's freeform. You do whatever you want. It doesn't move unless you move it. It will stay wherever you put it. It is it stays in place, right? You can click, I think, R3 to like make sure it centers back behind you.
Yeah, if I do like this, it goes per center.
There you go.
But there's also a target lock from what they're saying here.
Yes. So there you go. This is important, and you can cycle between the enemies.
Can I parry this shit?
A little early.
He was out of range!
All right, try this guy. Wait for it. There it is. Riposte.
Oh! Let's go! Oh, man. Oh, I'm gonna get good. I want to get good.
The reward for landing a parry is you get a riposte. You get a counter attack animation that fucking hurts.
Okay.
But don't go swinging crazy, right? Don't mash it. You gotta time it properly.
Okay.
Fortunately, in this game, it's very forgiving.
Good, good. There's no jump.
No.
So
jump.
if I see something like this, that means I can't access it properly.
No. There are specific areas in the game where you can hop a wall or hop a fence.
But it'll be very clear.
It'll be very... No, it won't be.
Oh, wow.
But I'll give you a heads up about it because it's obtuse. Unfortunately, it won't be clear at all.
Like you see all these closed up areas. Oh, we're exploring.
Yeah.
Oh, too early.
Oh.
Oh, I have to get used to the animation.
And if you're near a wall, lock
Okay.
onto him. You want to lock on. If you're near a wall, your sword will bounce. There it is.
All right. Get used to the animations.
There you go. You want to probably
Heal?
you're like you can eat a little grass maybe, you know. Get a little.
Oh god, that was not a lot.
Also, that takes time to do, right? So
With
if
the
you're
casting time.
yeah, so there's moments in the middle of a fight where it's like, oh, you want to heal up, but the dude's coming at you. Good luck, right?